if you watch the Cajun Cardboard channel, I want you to consider using the PWCC Marketplace. It's a great place to buy sports cards, and you can even support the channel through my affiliate link, which is conveniently located in the YouTube description to this very video you're about to watch. Pause the video, get into the YouTube description, look in the top right of the channel, and you're going to see a link to PWCC. Save that link in your browser, and now you are able to buy sports cards on the PWCC Marketplace just like I do, and at the same time support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Pardon my voice. I almost lost it screaming outdoors at a soccer tournament this past weekend, recording this on a Monday. So I'm battle wounded, but pushing through. Excited about mail day number 114. This is going to be awesome. I think it's 11 cards, some Topps Gold flavor. It's not Jordan start to finish, but it's damn close. The last card is going to be a huge detour, a very, very big detour. I have not bought an ultra modern card in a very long time, and to be honest with you, I'm not leaving the Jordan market to kind of push my chips into the ultra modern, but I ran across a card that sort of caught my eye. There's some stuff we need to talk about with the card itself and discuss, but I like the card, I like the price, and I really like the 3 players on the card, so that should be a hint right there. So stay tuned till the end of the video. The Ultra Modern card is last. Here we go. I've got it pulled up. As always, I do my stuff. I do my damage in the PWCC Vault, and these are the cards that just arrived at the Vault. These first 6 or 7 or 8 cards that you're about to see are all PSA 10s. They're all Jordans, and they are all cards that I picked up from Jesse Craig with Acquire, who is a broker. Jesse, of course, was my good friend. He used to be with PWCC. Post Fanatics transition. Jesse is doing his own thing now with Brock, and so they are, sort of these new age, new breed of card brokers that sort of put people in touch with people and get deals done for people, and they grease the wheels, and they and obviously they make a little commission on it. I didn't pay him a commission, so I guess he got it off the top from the cards that he brokered to me. So this is a long list of cards that I got done. I think I picked up 12 total. But these are going to be all the Topps Golds. So the first one is, and you'll see the Topps Golds on there. So as you guys know, I love the Topps Gold. 92 and 93 Topps Gold especially. You've got this, this is the Beam team. This is the unsung Beam team, right? We know the 92 Beam team. We know the 93 Beam team. We know the 95 Beam team. And then you got members only for all 3 variations. This is just sort of the cheap version of the Beam team, right? This is the 1992 Topps Beam team, showing you Kevin Johnson, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman when he was a Piston. And of course, you got a Ghost Barkley in the background. So little baby Jordan right here doing his little dunk. It's interesting how vertical his body is right there in that picture. And then on the back, you can see this is card number 3 of 7. There's a bunch of Beam Team cards, but this Topps Gold Jordan version is card number 1 today. Card number 2 is another 1992 Topps Gold. This was number 115. I did not have this one yet. This is the All-Star, and of course on these you can see it's gold plated right here. So you're gonna see that, and that's how you can denote that it is a Topps Gold parallel. The back of the card's cool. I like the font on the back of that card as well. But that's his All-Star card from 1992 Topps Gold. Again, these are not huge cards. They're just pushing into 3-figure cards, barely. And I picked them up at about 80% of comps, which is what made me really happy because I picked them up all in one lump sum transaction. So not only did I get to check off a lot of PSA 10 Topps Gold boxes, but I got to do it at what I thought was a pretty damn good price. A 93 Topps Gold, number 23. This is the true base card from the 1993 Topps in the gold parallel. So that PSA 10 right there is also a card that I picked up in this mail day. We're going to keep the gold theme going. 1993 Topps Gold, number 199. This is the Topps reigning playoff MVP. Of course, that was Jordan the year prior. 1993 Topps Gold. This is the Topps reigning scoring leader. Of course, that's Jordan right there. It's card number 384. We've got the 1993 Topps Gold All-Star First Team. I'm not sure why it says All-Star First Team. It should be All-NBA First Team. All-Star, you're on the All-Star team or you're not. There's no teams within the All-Star team. That's weird. Never really thought much about that. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm looking at the back of the card, guys, and I'm going to zoom in here. Points per game in 1992, Jordan was first. Steals per game, Jordan was first. first. 2.83 is a shitload of steals. Free throws made per game. Jordan was 6th. Steals, turnovers ratio, he was 8th. And then assists, he was 24th in the league in assists. So another Topps Gold right there. PSA 10, just adding it to the list, checking off some boxes. 1992, card number 205, the 50-point club. It's just a list of all the guys that hit the 50-point mark. And again, every single one of those Topps Gold cards you just saw, I pulled in the cross-country collection, so they're all at PSA as well. So I might have 9s, I might have 10 duplicates coming back. If I do, all the duplicates will obviously be for sale because I'm looking to churn and burn on that cross-country collection. And then we're out of the gold. Okay, so now we can move on. This was still in that lump sum transaction where I bought some lower end PSA 10 cards through Jesse with Acquire, and this is the 95 Hoops card number 358. It's a subset card, but it's called the Earth Shakers, and you guys can see it. You got kind of the seismograph image in the background, and I think 23. I was gonna guess that would be J.R. Ryder, but I may be wrong. I feel like his arms would be bigger, but he's got a mask on, like one of those face shields. But you can see the Earth Shakers emblem right there. It's a tough card to find in a PSA 10, so I was real happy to acquire it. I'll read the narrative real quick on the back if y'all are okay with that. Air Jordan made a return to the runway for the final 17 games of 94-95. Remember, this is after he came back from that baseball pilgrimage and is ready for his first full season of flight since 92-93. The legs are fresh and ready to showcase the abilities that earned him 2 slam dunk championship. His 94 points per game and that little short 17-game jaunt was 26.9. Of course, he got bounced by the Magic, and then he came back just pissed off beyond belief. So happy to add that little baby subset PSA 10 to the collection as well. And then we're going to get the holding court. And so, oh, and by the way, sorry, I forgot to show you. This is my my Earth Shakers family. I guess I'm supposed to show you guys this. So I've got 3 PSA 8s, which are they're just sitting there. It's just not a very valuable card. And then the 1 PSA 10. So I'm complete on my PSA 8, PSA 10 pairing. I just want to share that with you. Next is the Topps Holding Court. It's a PSA 10. I don't like the coating, and so this is without the coating. Jordan's wearing the Concords. There is obviously a refractor version of this card. You guys know that. But this is the Topps Holding Court. No coating base. PSA 10, not really a cheap card, to be honest with you. I mean, this is a true insert card. It just happens to have an insert parallel refractor version. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Didn't want to spoil that one. Let me go back. And so you'll see this is my family. I'm missing the PSA 10 refractor. And so you can see I've got the PSA 8 with coating, holding court base. I've got the refractor PSA 8, which, by the way, does the PSA 8 get any better than that? That is just absolutely dynamite, especially the color on that one as well. And I've got one of those at PSA right now from the cross-country collection as well, so we'll see how that does. And I've got a base one there as well. And then I've got the base PSA 10, which we just looked at today here in this mail day. So I've got the 8-10 base pairing complete. I've got the 8 refractor. I need to pick up the 10 refractor with no coating, preferably, so I haven't done that yet, but that's next on the list. Now we're going to finish with one real monster and then another pretty big time card right here. So we're going to finish with this, and this is the big card. It's a tier 1 card again. Just a flashback to the MJ hierarchy project. That's a list of what, you know, myself and a bunch of other Jordan experts, we had to choose. We had a gun to our head. We had to choose, right? It's not a perfect science, right? There's about 15 cards you could argue belong in the tail end of this, but what no one will argue is that the Slam Bams belongs in here, in the first tier somewhere. It is a serial number to 100 card. This is card number 5 out of 10. You can see there is edge wear. It's a very tough card to grade. Corners, edges, the whitening is inescapable. There's no way around it. There is a BAMS version, which is numbered to 250, and then there is this Slam Bams, and so there's 2 parallels, right? Or I should say 2 insert parallels, or it's actually not insert parallels. I guess the BAMS would be the base insert number to 250, and then the Slam Bams would be the parallel insert number to 100. Mine's numbered 5 out of 100. That's what the card looks like right there. Really happy. It's always a huge day when you can pick up a tier 1 card. So now that gives me the PMG Red, the Championship PMG, the Golden Boss Refractor, of course, the 86 Fleer PSA 10, the Ultra Stars Gold BGS 9.5, this PSA 6 Slam Bams right here, the Star Rubies PSA 8, which you're about to see on a future mail day very shortly. I do have the I just went blank on the gold. I've got the gold serial number to 50. Why did grand finale? I don't know what was wrong with me. Yes, sorry, the die cut grand finale. I just went blank. I'm getting old. I do have the jambalaya BGS 9.5. I've got the row 0, 97 row 0. Serial number to 100, BGS 9.5. Then I've got the other row 0, PSA 9. And so that is the all of the tier 1 Jordan cards that I have now. So this BAMS, this is a really big deal for me. Like, it's a huge pickup. It was actually brought to my attention by another broker, another good friend of mine, Eric Haoli Hustle on Instagram. Eric Myers, of course, who might know anybody and everybody in the world that has anything to do with buying or selling basketball cards. And so when he ran across this one, he knew I might be interested, even though it's in a low grade. Again, in a high grade, you're talking about a very, very, very valuable card. So I was really happy to pick this up in a PSA 10. I want to go in here, and I probably should have had this ready. So shame on me. BAMS Jordan. We'll just click that right there and see what happens. So the last PSA 9 sold for $97,000. And that was in September of 2022. It sold for $63,000 in October of 2023. That's sorted by price. Let's look at date. The last PSA 9 sold for $63,000. The PSA 7 sold for $30,000. I'll just tell you guys, I picked mine up for $24,000. And again, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. It ain't like I had $24,000 in my freaking athletic socks, at the gym that I just pulled out and said, yeah, give it to me. I had to make some sacrifices. I had to sell some, very relevant cards and move some money around. Luckily, I'm starting to churn and burn now on this cross-country collection. So I did have some funds in the war chest. You always want to have enough liquidity if the card that you're looking for, and it doesn't have to be a tier 1 Jordan card. Maybe you guys are collecting on a tier 4 or tier 3, or maybe you're not collecting Jordan at all, but you always want to try to maintain a little bit of float, a little bit of liquidity. That way, liquidity, but cash on hand. That way, if one of these dream cards that you see, look, here's the deal. Since 2021, this card has sold 6 times. 6 times since 2021. It's sold 8 times since 2016. That's basically 8 times in 8 years. Okay, so you're talking about a card you just don't see very often, and it's a huge card. And when it comes out of the weeds, if it gets to public auction, it's going to be a freaking sharks in the water frenzy. And so to have a chance to pick it up at what I think is a fair price based on the last PSA 7 that sold for $30,000. For me, the PSA 6 at $24,000. To me, that's a fair price. Net. Very, authentic, out the door, no issues with shipping, very trustworthy seller. I was good with that. Always a pleasure to do business with Eric. So that card in the books, that's a big pickup for me. And then the last card is, y'all are going to be like brain exploding emoji. What the heck are you doing, Cajun Cardboard? I like all 3 of these class of 2020 rookies. I think all 3 are absolute can't misses, barring some horrific injury or barring some god dang repeated injury to LaMelo Ball. I think LaMelo Ball did his ankle the day after I bought this card. Not that I was going to buy the card and sell the card. This card caught my eye. And I'm trying to remember where I saw it. I think I bought this in a PWCC. God, it might have been a weekly auction. I don't know. Maybe it was a premier auction. I don't remember. But I think I got it at PWCC. In fact, I know I did because it wasn't shipped to me. It's obviously a pop 1 because it's a 1 of 1. And it is immaculate, which is, national treasures, flawless. Then you can argue about where immaculate fits, right? It's not those 2, but then it's somewhere after that with the 1-in-1s and the whatever the hell else y'all want to argue about. It's fine. It's sort of a partial Logoman of LaMelo, and it is laundry tags for Anthony Edwards and Halliburton. Now, here's the deal. Like, on the back of the card, I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this as I'm bidding for the card, and I take this into consideration with the price that I paid. The enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. So I know this going in. This is not them pulling the wool over my eyes or me making a mistake or anything like that. I still wanted the card. It's still a triple rookie card from a high-end product in a slab, and it's a great-looking card with what I think are the 3 top rookies from that year who, are all NBA players if they stay healthy. They really are. If they haven't already been an all-NBA player, they will be an all-NBA player at some point. All 3 are can't miss, barring some injury. I wanted a vested interest. I missed the the fun, the excitement, the adrenaline from watching an active player play, to be quite honest with you. And that's something that buying Jordan cards, it can't fill that void, right? It can't fill in that bucket, that excitement that you get from watching one of your guys go out there and win the in-season tournament or make an All-NBA team. By the way, Anthony Edwards, I think, got hurt the night after I bought this card as well. So I am a curse, and if anybody has LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards on their fantasy team, I'm the reason they both got hurt, because I happened to detour from Jordan and buy an ultra-modern card, and of course, right when I do that, they get hurt. And then I also found out, I think last night, Tyrese Halliburton sat out, so hopefully he'll play in this opening round in-season tournament quarterfinal game against, I think, the Celtics at Indiana. So this will be an interesting matchup. The Celtics may score 175 points. It is quite possible, especially if Halliburton's not playing. It could be 175 to 75, to be quite honest with you, because the Celtics are that good. We'll see what happens. I might sound like an idiot. Maybe the Pacers win the whole damn thing. Who knows? Again, I'm not looking to buy this and sell this card. I'm looking to hang on to this card. I want to watch these guys kind of matriculate and meander through their prime and get a little bit of enjoyment about owning a pretty big card for these three promising young prospects. So that is it, guys. Going back to the list, just in a nutshell, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold PSA 10s, which you guys know I'm a grade snob, so those are great to add to the collection. I think that gives me 11 Topps Gold PSA 10s. I'm not sure how many there are. I probably need to go look at that checklist on Trading Card Database or wherever and figure it out, because I think I'm getting close to all of the 92 and 93 Topps Gold cards, and including the Archives Gold, which I have in a PSA 10 as well. And then you got the Topps Holding Court family, which I let you guys take a look at that one as well. I'm missing the Refractor PSA 10 on that one. And then the Earthshakers PSA 10 pairs nicely with the PSA 8s that I have. The Slam Bams is obviously the big pickup. This is just a really important card to me. It gives me a little tingly feeling, when I add a Tier 1 card to my collection. It doesn't come cheap. No Tier 1 card is going to come cheap, even in a PSA 6 slab. But I like that it's a PSA slab. I like that it's legit. I like that it's current. I also picked up a Super Rave Tier 2, arguable Tier 1, but a Tier 2 card, serial number to 50 as well, in a PSA 6. And so I'm slumming it on the PSA slab grades, but picking up the cards, not the grades, is a good feeling. So especially when there's cards that are as rare as this. Like I said, you're seeing a lot of humongous cards that show up a lot in auction over the last 2 years, but this one's not one of them. 8 times in 8 years, that is not a lot of public sales. And so I was happy to pick it up on in a private transaction, and at a price that I personally thought was fair. Let me know if you think 24 is fair based on the comps that you guys saw. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's it for mail day number, 114? Mail day number 114, is that right? Yeah, mail day number 114. So, as always, if you guys like the way I do things with the PWCC Vault and you'd like to know more about it, just message me on Instagram. It's real easy. Cajun_cardboard on Instagram. I'm easy to find. I try to make myself very easy to find. And by the way, I'm always buying collections. You guys have been watching. The vast majority of my content most recently has been this, me going through this cross-country collection that I bought, which is a big ticket item, and it's got I got months left of content, let's put it that way. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I'm always buying. So if anybody's looking to liquidate an entire collection, raw, graded, I'd like it to be basketball, but if it's basketball, baseball, football, I will look at it. It's just a lot of work. I'm always going to gravitate towards the basketball side of it. The reason I like buying collections is I like extracting portions of it, adding it to my PC, supplementing my PC, and then selling the rest, or grading and selling the rest, whatever the case may be. So if somebody's looking to sell an entire collection and you're willing to give a lump sum discount for a big ticket number like that and a lump sum payment, I'm always willing to listen. I'm real easy to find. So thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.